How's it going, everybody? I was hoping today I'd make the first real tillage video. See, I got the chisel plow over there on the 45. I'll walk over quick. But Mother Nature had other plans. Rain, rain, rain. So that's what we got going on. Not a hard rain, but just more rain. Everything's greased up on the chisel plow. That's ready to go. Greased up on the tractor. My extension piece came in, so that's above the air intake pipe now. So I'll fly the drone over down there. We got a little bit of flooding, nothing to be like concerned about. The lower flat by the river is not what I was going to start on anyway. I was going to start on the higher ground. It drains really good and it's a lot drier, and plus that's where I was gonna excuse me, that's where I was gonna start plowing anyway, because that's where we're planting seeding that over to alfalfa and oats. So wanted to start there first. So sitting here with the 45 and the 4055, they're sitting here, they're ready to go, and I'm sitting there staring at them. And like I said, I got rained out earlier, flying the drone around them to get some nice pictures of them. The two just sitting there, nice 55 series tractor sitting there, and I keep thinking to myself, boy, I really should take him out and just start take him into the field, even though I don't want to make a mess. But and then I went up the road and cleared out a section of trees and figured, screw it, let's just take the 45-55 up with the chisel plow and let's just get things worked up and let's start the season. How's it going, everybody? Say it one more time. How's it going, everybody? I'm here with my little buddy Benny, my nephew, and we are up in the field. It has got some dark clouds and it had some raindrops, but nothing too bad. This is a really dry field, so this won't affect anything. This was soybeans last year, and this year we are going to plant corn in it because we rotate it. Let me get down to the other end and I'll show you what we're doing here. So, like I said, this was soybean. You can see the trash from last year. What we did was, the way it went, someone else owned this 1.5 acres right here in the front part, and so the line was right about here. So this was all trees and it kind of curved around, so when I came down I would always have to loop around, and it was narrow right here. So my dad ended up buying this 1.5 acres. The guy that owned it moved to North Carolina, ended up selling it to my dad. So I came up with a loader. I cleared all these smaller trees out. Obviously I'm not touching the bigger pine trees right now, but now we can make a straight line when we come down through there. So I still got some branches and stuff, some old roots that were in there that I'm gonna pull out. So it's starting to rain right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw the drone up in the air. My brother's still putting some manure on the far end of this field, so I'm not gonna do the whole field. I wanted to get this worked up and done, and actually to dig the trees out and push the trees over with the loader. It was actually good with the ground, a little softer with the rain. So I'm just gonna plow this section, and yeah, it feels good to be in the field plowing. The other field that I was gonna plow that in the last video, good job, buddy, throwing that branch out of there. The last field, we are gonna end up moldboard plowing that now. I showed my dad the video and we were looking at it and we said, boy, that really turned over nice, and we're gonna seed that over. It'd be nice to just bury that trash. So that Salford, they don't call it trash handler for nothing, but that Salford does a beautiful job. And nice job, buddy. That's soybean stalk, but that's okay. You're a good helper. You're a good helper. I know those are soybean stalk, but anyway, we're gonna jump out, throw the drone up in the air. I'm gonna, like I said, keep plowing basically from like this, where that little barn is, straight out here, and kind of just plow this section quick. Excuse me. So let's do some plowing. Let's make some dirt, huh? Hop right up in that buddy seat. There we go. All right. Let's go plow. I like the way you think, buddy. So it's the next day. It started raining when I was plowing yesterday, but I said I only wanted to go from that little barn over anyway. My brother's he's still putting manure on that far side. Like I said, this is soybeans. You can see what a good job, even with things being wet, what a good job that chisel plow did. It really went through and those blades cut up the soybean stalk. And you know, for being wet, the dirt looks pretty good. The reason why I wanted to hit, I know some people are like, well, if you couldn't do the whole field, why do it at all? Like I said, I cleared over here. Yep, you got one, bud? Yep. I cleared out over here. This was a bunch of small trees. Actually, I'll look over here in a second. There were some decent sized trees. I was surprised the loader got, but I wanted to come through here, and it looked nice and cleared. But I knew as soon as I came through with the chisel plow, it was going to bring up some roots, and it really did bring up a lot of roots. So I wanted to come through here, rip this up, get some stuff exposed so I can grab stuff like this and get it out of here. That's what we're doing today, and get it thrown off the side. That way we can get the and it really didn't do a bad job through here. It was you can see the sod broken up, so it really did a good job. Careful jumping around like that. So the road to the river flat is still flooded out. That's why my brother's still up here putting manure on this field. So until the water goes down and things dry up, we're gonna need to keep this open for him to get manure up here. Oh, you got a big one right here you can pull.
Oh, this is like a tree.
Yeah, almost like the trees we were pulling out yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah, worked out pretty good. Here's where we always, it's like snow flurries now, isn't that great? So here's where it always kind of came through right here, and then we'd always have to jet out and around. Woo, nice and cold. So now we can kind of come through on this line and keep it nice and straight, and it widens this out a little bit, so that makes it nice. It pulled out some decent sized trees that I pushed over with that small little wheel loader. I was pretty impressed with that. We see one.
And tree crash.
Yeah, that tree fell in a storm or something this winter.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some decent sized trees here that thing pushed over. I just went and kind of dug around the bottom a little bit, exposed the roots, and then I was able to push it over. But
This thing hurt.
yeah, if you look at this cherry here, there's that's quite a root ball on the bottom of that.
Put
So
a chain right here.
yeah, we had to take the chain out of here and drag that. Once I got that pushed over, we had to get the chain and drag that one. But it's a nice cherry. I'll have to come up later with the chainsaw and cut that up.
For
So
some nice firewood.
for some nice firewood. I'm gonna throw the drone up right now and I'll show you how the field looks now. Kind of this with this first section all plowed. It looked really, really nice. So let's throw that drone up in the air. So here we are up in the air with the drone. There I am right there walking back to my truck. But anyway, you can see what I mean now. Here's a good aerial view of how on that one side, now we can just come straight down, which makes it a lot easier instead of making a loop around. So anyway, yeah, this is a good amount to get done plowing. Over in this field over here, that was corn. We sold that directly to the feed mill last year right out of the field, but that was corn. I did a previous video where I was disking corn stalk. So this field next year will be soybeans, and then of course the two small pieces across the road, they were corn also that we did for high moisture corn, and they will be soybeans. Of course, you could see that area right there of that lower field, extremely wet, so it's going to be a while before I get into there. But the soybean ground I'll hit later anyway. I want to get the corn ground done, because obviously we'll plant the corn before the soybeans. Actually, the first ground I want to hit is ground that we're seeding over, get the oats in the ground, then the corn, and then the soybean. So not bad for the first day of plowing. Like I said, it wasn't a whole field, so I wasn't able to get the whole thing done, but we'll be able to get up there before no time. You sit there and want to get out there so bad, but like I said, before we know it, I'll be out there. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. What is hopefully the start of the tillage season. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Drop me a question or comment below. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you have, thumbs up to you. I totally appreciate it. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, everybody.